let's quick fire. Toke Makinwa's ex-husband, Maji Aida, has opened up about the shame and depression he suffered after their marriage ended. The internet divided, and women online say, like, keep quiet, you caused it. Men say, so we can't even express our pain anymore. The question is, when a man shares his heartbreak, why does it make people so uncomfortable? Is male vulnerability a crime now, or is it just who's telling the story that matters? Now, guys, I'm sure you all know you all know who Maji is, right? And then of course his wife, his ex-wife rather, Toke Makinwa.
Yeah.
The breakup was very public, and you know, there were accusations flying left and right. And recently he told during a church service, he expressed how, you know, he felt during that time, and you know how he had to carry the shame and all of that.
Yeah.
And more or less, it's more or less like a closure of some sort. Now, is it being a softie by coming out to talk about his, you know, experience, how he felt like during, you know, that time, or is it something that is validated?
Okay, so let me go first, since I'm the relationship counselor or marriage counselor. First things first, I see it as hearsay, right? People will always come on air to defend themselves, regardless of whatever it is that happened.
Yeah.
In any situation, both parties contribute to whatever situation that occurred. So own your own.
I like that.
Own whatever it is you did. A lot of people do not own their own parts they played in that relationship. Instead, they point fingers, right? So for me, own it. I don't believe in coming to social media to air what it is. Are you trying to, what are you trying to do?
Exactly.
Justification based on what? The fact that yes, you want to be vulnerable and vent.
Yeah.
Get a counselor or get a therapist. Have that conversation.
Yeah. Close the chapter.
Yeah, close the chapter.
Yeah.
Vent, get closure. But before you can actually have closure, real closure, you need to first accept the fact that you were part of this mess. You contributed to it.
Yeah.
You enabled certain things.
Yeah.
And I don't like it when people come and try to say this. You see, both parties knew what they were getting into when they got married. And
but I like that we're going there, but I'll let you finish it. I'm going to ask Dek a few questions.
Okay, so it's what you call red flags, right? For some people, it's red billboard. Like it's a lot of things.
Yeah.
But you feel that once you get married to this person, it would change.
Yeah.
That's not possible. That's not possible. Have these conversations before you get married.
Okay, that was where I was going to go.
Yeah.
Because, Dek, the question is this. Do you think in today's world, people actually have that tough, difficult conversations with one another before they go on and say, I do?
You see, when it comes to a man and a woman, there's certain elements that come to play that eventually leads into relationships or marriages.
Yeah.
Now, on the female's perspective, some female look at age, they look at time, they look at what it is that they need to be doing at that particular point in time. For men, sometimes they look at it that I want to have children quickly, but I don't want to have those children out of wedlock or what have you. And they look at it that, okay, it's time for us to do this and all of that. You see, the needs and the things that people need does not allow for people get to the part where they sit down and talk about certain things that are very important. When I was going to get married, I met somebody who talked to me about marriage and told me that, do you know that it's very important that you set specific ground rules when you're going to get married to a person?
Yeah.
Ask me what kind of rules.
What kind of rules?
Did you know that you needed to talk about the side of the bed that both of you are going to sleep?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Did you know that there's actually a rule that says that we are okay? How many siblings are we going to allow in our house? Are we going to allow siblings in our house?
If family comes by,
are we going to?
that they're going to stay for?
What exactly do you think about me being with another person?
Yeah.
If you caught me cheating, how would you feel?
Yeah.
When you have these serious conversations, it allows for you to mitigate any kind of issues that you would have in the future.
It might not solve.
Let me give you an example.
Totally,
Let me give you an example.
It's a start.
No,
I go out.
It would.
Right? Sorry. I go
Premarital
out,
counseling.
right?
Sure.
And I meet females.
Okay.
I tell my wife, babes, I saw this babe, fine babe, and my wife be like, are you serious? Are you serious? Let me see her. No, this one is not fine. We have that kind of conversations. We have that kind of relationship, which is essentially why it is easy for me to have the kind of marriage that I have with my wife. You see, sometimes the social construct or the social, belief is the fact that, you are not supposed to be like this. This is exactly how you are supposed to be. That is what ends marriages and relationships in today's world.
All right, thank you. Gang, what are your thoughts?
I love what Dex said. We happened to interview Toke after she dropped this book.
Oh, okay.
It's quite a while, so I'm actually surprised that I'm hearing this now.
Magic coming down.
So sorry. Can I? I'm so sorry. Sorry. Let me just clarify what happened. It didn't come out to talk about it. He was giving a testimony about himself.
Yes.
He didn't. In fact, I don't think he even mentioned her name at all.
He didn't mention her name.
He was just saying what happened to him afterwards. This is post.
This was online.
No. It wasn't. He didn't even realize that it was going to go online. It was a testimony in church.
It was in church.
So the pastor was talking to him about what happened to him. Okay. So he was just relating that this and this is what happened to me after so and so thing.
So it
was just like a testimony.
Yeah, I know, but still, I'm saying that for it to resurface now.
Yeah.
Initially when she had dropped this book and she was doing a couple of tours, media tours, we had the opportunity to speak with her, and as of then, the public was saying that there were some things in the book that he could be entitled to sue for based on the money that she makes off the book. And there was a lot of it that happened that we thought has happened and has gone and has passed. But similar to what Andre said, like my wife also reminds me, it takes two people to make a marriage work.
Absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Do you understand? So when the marriage doesn't work, it's easy to say, blame it on one person. And most of the time, it's always the man's fault. Yeah. It's always seen as that. And men are known to chest certain things, keep certain things to themselves, bury certain things emotionally. He was smeared in the press. He was seen as this and seen as that. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. And they've all moved on and gotten on with their lives. So now he's expressing how he felt back then. And to be honest, people really don't care when men are hurt in this present day. They feel as if men have enjoyed certain privileges in life. So when a man is suffering, who cares? It's now your time to suffer. Don't say anything about it. Die in silence.
Yeah.
Okay. With what you've said, we're still going to touch base on something that Sheyi Shodumu said earlier today on the Breakfast Show Wake Up Nigeria about mental health for men.